That's not what my wife says.
Do you have a green thumb?
She can kill anything. What's that guy's name? His name tag's not up.
Yeah, I know. You can start. They're just working on the presentation so you can get everything else done.
Okay, sure. Okay, it is, I'd like to call the meeting to order at 5:03 p.m. We have one committee member absent. It's Andrew. Andrew and Marcus Davis. Great. So we'll proceed to item number 2, citizen communications. Is there anyone present wishing to address the committee? Okay, there's no one. We're going to move to item 3. Consent agenda. Anything anyone wants to remove from the consent agenda?
No.
No?
No.
Hearing nothing, I'll accept a motion and a second to approve item 3A.
Aye.
Sorry, motion to remove. Or, did I say the right thing?
No, we don't want to remove it.
Motion to not remove.
Motion to approve is what you want.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All right, we got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Now we're item 4. Conduct a presentation on a semi-annual report regarding the progress of the city's capital improvement projects.
Good evening, Commissioners. For the record, my name is Matt Rector. I am the Director of Utilities and Development Director. So we're just going to run you through an update on where we are right now for the CIP that we're actively working on. We have these 7 active projects. They're kind of split all over. You can see we've got 2 facilities, 5 parks, 26 transportation, 10 water, 12 wastewater, and 2 reclaimed water just for fun. We've got all kinds of things happening. We've got projects that are still in the professional services procurement phase. We've got projects in the bid phase, projects that are in initiation, and then we've got several projects that we are either at completion or very close to anticipated completion. Thank you. We continue to do coordinated efforts between us, TxDOT, Travis County, and Williamson County for our projects. Several projects here on the horizon. You can see the utility projects that we've got coming up, transportation projects, and then the park projects that we are planning on working through. It's kind of an overview, zooming way out, so that you can kind of see where everywhere we're working just on water and wastewater. And so it's kind of a zoomed out version here in the city. The blue, just for reference, is the water projects. The, I don't know what color that is. I'm going to say reddish brown is the wastewater projects, and the orangish yellow are the reclaimed projects. And then I'm going to ask Jeff to come up here and give you an in-depth on the utility projects.
Thank you, Matt. Good evening, or good afternoon, 5 o'clock, still quite small whether it's evening or afternoon. But thank you all. Just to give you my name's Jeff Dunsworth. I'm Assistant Utility Director, City Engineer. Just a brief rundown. Always I like to kind of expand a little bit on this example. This illustrates our wastewater CCN. So all the way out past 973, Copeland on the boundary of Hutto, Maynard. It's quite extensive. See that we even have one proposed wastewater lift station way out to the east, and you see to the further south red line there, that is our been coming, Wilbarger, Wilbarger Creek Regional Wastewater Treatment Facility. It's a mouthful, but it's kind of the big undertaking. Just to run down, got a number of wastewater projects that are in design. Some of them are, a lot of them are to be determined on the anticipated bid date. We have some that are on hold pending our current stage 3 water restrictions, is water required for construction, flushing, etc. So we have some of those to be followed up, probably starting here in the summer. Some of them that are 90% complete. Water projects, we have some looping improvements. That's out to provide our pressure in the new pressure zone. So on the east side, got the State Highway 45 pump station improvements and discharge line. And we have also a proposed pump station on the north side of SH 45, bringing service to that development, the large number of developments on the north side of SH 45. Utility projects in construction. I guess you're somewhat familiar with our water treatment plant expansion. It's just across the street on Weiss Lane from Lake Pflugerville. We're approaching completion. We've been in construction for almost 3 years. It's going to expand our 17.7 million gallons a day to 30 MGD operation. It helps us maintain a regulatory compliance. We're upgrading our the filter media. Some of the other improvements we're going to expand, and it's going to be optimized for, it is optimized, excuse me, for future build out when it's time for us to expand again. Other projects, you're all aware of our 15-mile secondary Colorado River 42-inch pipeline. Pipeline involves 3 contracts, one for a pump station at the Colorado River. We're increasing it from existing 3 pumps to a 4-pump system, also increasing the capacity of the pumps. We elected to use 3 contractors just to make sure we have the contractors that would maintain focus on the pipelines. We have 2 pipeline contractors and of course 1 pump station contract. We're proposing final completion in July this year. We're hoping to have water moving in our 42-inch pipe before that date, but that's the final completion date. And we also hope to have our 30-inch pipeline soon to be repaired. We're currently using a bypass operation to ensure that we continue flow to the lake. Update is a newer project is the Weiss Pecan water line, recently started. This brings water supply to the corridor along PCDC. It's critical. We have a number of large developments, industrial, commercial style facilities coming in. It's critical that they maintain fire flow. Large buildings require large pipes. That the anticipated completion date is August 2026. As mentioned earlier, this is the Wilbarger Regional Wastewater Treatment Facility. It's a greenfield site. It's 200 something acres. It's on a, of course, a greenfield. It's to facilitate the development on the east side of our development of our CCN. It's a $256 million project. We elected a construction manager at risk. Time as a method of project delivery. We're hoping that it'll be operational in the spring of 2027. Has a 6-month commissioning period that the CMAR contractor will have to operate, maintain, provide us training for staff. The other improvement, this is the to bring supply or raw wastewater to the Wilbarger wastewater treatment plant. This is a 54-inch interceptor. It runs essentially from Carmel, the Carmel subdivision area. There's a lift station out there that currently pumps to Central Wastewater Treatment Plant. This will utilize, we'll be able to utilize gravity flow to flow all the way to along the treatment facility at Wilbarger Creek off of Greg Lane, just east of the Executive Airport. This allows us to provide flexibility within the system. We'll be able to utilize Carmel to pump back to Central Wastewater Treatment Plant should we be down for repairs or needed to decrease flow. It's a great design, actually. Sorrento Wastewater Interceptor. This is the phase 2. This is going to take flow from the Weiss Lane lift station. It's currently at the end of its design life. As the Weiss Lane decommissioning is included as part of the Wilbarger wastewater treatment plant. This project construction is currently underway. It'll be completed in September 2026. Cottonwood West lift station. This one's nearing completion. It's a unique project that it involves a lift station in the Cottonwood Basin. We call it Cottonwood West. It's the west side of the Cottonwood Basin. It provides a service area to the serves the Metal Art subdivision. It's going to pick up other subdivisions along Jesse Bowles, and it conveys through a 24-inch wastewater interceptor back to the Carmel lift station. Gilland 18-inch wastewater interceptor. This is proposed to be in May. We'll do our final design, and we've got our final design complete. We're hoping to advertise for bid in June. We've just got a hearing. We had to go to eminent domain for a parcel. We've got the hearing set in May. We're currently working our schedule around that date. It removes, and it's unique that it removes an existing interceptor that's at the end of its design life, removes it from the floodplain within Gilliland Creek. It's an environmentally sensitive area. It serves the growing downtown east region. Well, this time I'll turn it over to facilities. Thank you.
All right, so we have a few facility projects to talk about. One of them I'm sure you guys are all very familiar with. That's the downtown east, where we are building the new rec center, the new city hall. We also have the public works complex, which is out near the water plant that Jeff just talked about. The downtown east is going to be done, I think, this fall. And so we're looking forward to moving in there, and then we won't be able to have the meetings in here. We'll have them in our new facility. And the public works complex, that is supposed to be done in early 2027, so that group will be moving into that building early next year.
From the office of the wastewater plant?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's a good upgrade.
We're very much looking forward to it.
Going from the wastewater plant to the water plant. You guys are moving up. That's really cool.
We're not in the heart of downtown yet, but we're working on it.
Okay.
With that, I'll turn it over to the transportation team to talk through transportation projects.
Good evening. My name is Hassan Raza. I'm engineering manager for transportation. So I'll go over some of the projects which are currently either under design or under construction. So this just gives you kind of an overview of different locations. We have both intersection projects as well as roadway projects. The emphasis of these projects is to address congestion and to improve safety for both motorists as well as pedestrians. Okay, some of the projects which are in design is Melbourne Lane. That goes from Cameron Street up to Pleasanton Parkway. Is 30% complete. The East Pecan Street, that is starts from east of 130 and goes to Cameron Road. The other project we have 2-3 safety projects. One is the dynamic speed feedback signs project, is 100% complete. Texas DOT will be taking care of the construction. Design is done. Piccadilly Drive from IH 35 to Central Commerce Drive, that's also safety lighting. Then we have a project, Limestone Commercial Drive, which will take us, it will connect it to Pflugerville Farm Lane North, is 30% complete. Vice Lane widening. That's another project which, as you know, Vice Lane comes in 4 lanes, and once it get closer to Pecan Street, it's 2 lanes. So we're widening that to 4 lanes. It's 30% done. We also discussing with Texas DOT about extending the frontage road along 45 because there is a area where there is no service road. So again, we have to talk with Texas DOT about tolls and other things. So that's under discussion. There's a project Parkway Drive improvements. It's 100% done. So we'll be starting construction pretty soon. We have 685 corridor improvement projects. There's 30% preliminary design is done. So after that, we'll probably on a hold until we get more money for that. But we'll be building relief routes in the meantime. So more projects in design. One is Pflugerville Farm Lane North, 100% completed. Fanning Lane extension from East Pecan Street to Wells Branch is 30% completed. It's a new road. If you have any question, please let me know. The next project is East Pflugerville Parkway, which goes from Colorado Sand to Vice Lane. It's a 4-lane facility. Currently it's 2-lane. So we'll be awarding that project. Hopefully council will approve it tomorrow. Then we have Fanning Lane extension from East Pecan to Wells Branch. That's 30% complete. Kelly Lane phase 3. That's again we have completed first 2 phases. We'll be extending it under phase 3. It will be 4-lane road. Its design is about 95% complete. It shows here anticipated bid date as August 26, but it will be probably delayed for a few months because of the utility relocation. So I'm estimating around December maybe when we go for bid on this project. Then we have a city intersection improvement project. One is 685 Copper Mine overpass is 100% complete. Pflugerville Parkway at Grand Avenue Parkway, and this is left turn lane, another safety project, 100% complete. So we'll be going to bid on in July. So here are some construction projects. The first one is this is sectioning neighborhood. It's between Railroad and 685. The 1B, we just recently completed it. So this project is open to traffic. We just have to do some minor landscaping work on it. Then we have a street reconstruction project, package 3, which was completed actually a couple of months ago, but we're just kind of finalizing some punch list items on it. I just want to mention it's not listed here, but we have started construction on package 1C, which is just north of 1B. Other projects, we have historic colored addition infrastructure improvement project. It's expected to be complete in June next year. We have a Piccadilly Drive, Commerce Drive and Royston Lane. That is expected to be completed in May 27. Just go over a little detail on Kelly Lane Phase 3. As I mentioned, the bidding will probably be a little bit delayed. The project will be about 2 years long once we start construction. Current schedule is that we'll have all the right-of-way by August, all the utilities removed by April 2027. So we'll bid around January or December so that by the time the utilities are relocated, we can start construction. This project, as I mentioned, will convert from 2-lane to 4 lanes. It has 4 roundabouts, as you can see on on the screen. Shared use path on both sides. Then we have this project East Pflugerville Parkway, Colorado Sand to Vice Lane. Again, we widening it to 4 lanes. Hopefully, construction will start another month or so. We currently, it's not mentioned here, but we have another project which we extending East Pflugerville Parkway from Weiss to Jesse Ball Road, and that project is under construction. So that construction started a couple of weeks ago. We have to add that information in our slides. Other project is Emmanuel Road. Actually, we have already evaluated the bids and we are recommending a contractor to the council another week or so. So this project is all set to go. We could start construction on it soon, but we have some utility issues on this as well. So our plan is to start construction in August. So this will be converting it to 3 lanes. There'll be 2 lanes north-south, and there will be a center lane. With that, I turn over to Parks.
We save the best ones for last. You see how we do that?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm Jeff O'Shea. I'm the Assistant Parks and Recreation Director, so we'll cover what we've been working on. There you can see we're pretty equitably spaced across the city with these projects currently. So Lake Pflugerville Phase 2. Design selection is actually going to City Council next Tuesday for this, so we're getting ramped up on this project. Y'all have heard about this before, but as a reminder, this is the northern portion. You can see these 2 photos here. It's the northern portion around the existing beach, so adding some recreational amenities to that area. And then a wetlands boardwalk and a new trailhead with parking along Silent Harbor Loop.
You could save some construction costs right now on that boardwalk.
What's that? Yeah, that's right.
Just saying.
Yeah, might be a little
What?
cheap
It's
to do it right now.
what? The lake's
It'll
drawn
be-
down a little
It'll be
bit.
good for the environmental studies we're going to do at the beginning. Destination Play. So this is another, but both these are 2020 bond projects. Actually, I guess all of these are 2020 bond projects. We are negotiating scope and fee right now with a design team, so we're ready to get started on this one pretty quickly too. We expect that to go to council probably May. And this is a destination playground. We've talked about this one before as well, but our idea is that this is going to attract folks from across the region. The site for this is at Bowles Park, so next to the existing recreation center, because of the connections to downtown east. You can get from downtown east to this park without crossing the road. You go right along the creek. And this will be multi-generational. We'll have all abilities. And our hope, what a lot of cities across the country have done with these large-scale destination play type projects is they've used them as economic drivers. So you get businesses, restaurants, retail that want to be near these facilities. And so our hope is that this not only is a great thing for the community and not only brings people into the region. If they go visit downtown east, they visit this, or vice versa. They go to destination play and then walk over to downtown east. But our hope is that we start to see some economic activity develop near it. 1849 Park Phase 2 is complete with construction. This is misleading. Things have changed. It says we'll be ready for play in March. So with the reduced watering, so 1849 Park is on Manville water, but we've still reduced its watering. It's really important to get these fields established before you start playing on them. Because it's a heavy investment. We have RS3, which is Ryan Sanders Turf, who does Round Rock Express, a lot of collegiate fields. They do all of the maintenance on our facilities, and their recommendation has been if it's not going to get as much water as needed, that we delay play a little bit to make sure that we're not having to reinvest in those fields a lot sooner than we anticipated. So it's two baseball fields, one softball field, and an event lawn that you can see there. The facility looks fantastic. It's obviously pretty small. It's not going to be bringing in a ton of tournaments just because of its size. But we've been in close contact with Pavis about use. They know that it's going to be delayed a little bit. They're excited to get on the fields. We're excited to have them on there. But this facility turned out fantastic. The timing on the watering schedules and stuff just didn't work out great. You can see here too, I mean, I think we talked about this the last time we provided an update. I guess you really can't see it here, but these fields are they're tiered. So the field at the top is a little higher than the field next to it, which is a little higher than the field next to it. So the viewing experience when you go out there is going to be pretty incredible. It's got built-in almost stadium seating instead of the roll-away bleachers. It's got a great play area. You can see the details that they provided for us and designed, the baseball or softball, depending on what sport's being played, in the middle with the turf mound for the kiddos to play on. It's got a playground. We don't have a picture of that, but you can see it on the right side of the concession stand there. So it's going to be a pretty incredible play experience for kids playing, and then the kids that are have a sibling playing. They can go venture out on the trails or use that play space. So we're really excited to get that thing open. Kelly Lane Park, we should have provided some newer pictures because this thing is getting pretty close to done already. It's a pretty short timeline. It's in active construction, expected to be substantially complete next month. This is it has a playground, pollinator gardens, and trails, and then our first outdoor pickleball courts within our system. And so we've had this happens. This is our first experience with it, but from talking to other park and rec professionals, anytime you put outdoor pickleball courts in, people are either very excited or very nervous about the sound of pickleball paddles. And so Isaac, our park project manager, has worked with the design team to make sure there's some sound screening on the fences so that we're avoiding some of that sound. But I know the pickleball community is already asking us when they can get on here. So it's going to be pretty popular. We're excited to get that open as well. And that's all I have for active projects. Any questions? I think that's all we all have for active projects.
I do have a question for Hassan about the 45 thing. Can you just give what's the deal with that? It seems like Pflugerville, the city of Pflugerville, is talking about connecting the service road for a long time.
Yes.
Is TxDOT not cooperating, or
Well, what
can
happened?
you speak? I guess can you? I don't know if you can
TxDOT
speak.
did a study, and in that study was focused on how much toll revenue they would lose.
Okay.
So it's several $1 million. So what we wanted to do was conduct an independent study to see what our number come up with. And it just, with a lot of change in personnel and everything else, it really didn't go anywhere. It just kind of stalled. So that's where we are. I think we really need to connect the service road. So the latest is that we want to get back to Texas DOT and offer them that maybe we could add another ramp somewhere so that whatever toll revenue they lose on having service road along 45, they can make up for that. But again, it's at like a political level. It's not at a engineering level. So we were hiring a consultant with to do an independent study and then go back to Texas DOT and say, well, this is how much our estimate is that you will lose. But Texas DOT can say, well, we said we're going to lose $30 million, for example, and we did study 4 years ago. Now it could be 40 million. So that's where we are really. It seems like it's at a higher level where discussion need to take place, that what is the best way to move forward. But we definitely need to connect the service road in that area.
Okay. We have nothing to discuss and consider. Nothing was removed from the consent agenda, so unless anyone has any comments or questions on the presentation, okay, we're going to be adjourned at 5:32.
Thank you.